I just had one question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm thick?
Do I think you're?
Do you think I'm thick? Stupid. What's going on, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to the worst channel on YouTube. Yes, this is truly the Silent Hill homecoming of YouTube channels. Now, I know I've been away for like 3 weeks, but I just haven't had any motivation to make any videos lately. I honestly wasn't going to do one this week until a video idea it just fell into my lap and I could not pass this up. So basically, last Friday, I received a message on Indeed. Basically, you go on there and you look for a job, and sometimes you will get an email from someone that's trying to recruit you directly without having to show them your CV. They can find it and then they can send you an email to be like, hey, we want you to come work for us or at least apply for our job. The email that I received last Friday read this: I am recruiting people to work alongside a British FTSE 250 company. If you don't know what a FTSE 250 company is, it's basically the top 250 earning or most valuable companies on the stock market. So you've got the FTSE 100, which is the top 100, and then you've got the FTSE 250 outside of that. So that sounds pretty legit. I am looking for open-minded individuals. Now keep that sentence in mind. Open-minded individuals. Basically what that means is I'm looking for people who will go along with whatever I tell them. You must enjoy speaking to people and be willing to learn some new skills. Full training and support is given. You will need to be a self-motivated and driven. The hours are flexible and you can work from home part-time or full-time. If you would like to know more, give me a call. Telephone number, which obviously I'm not going to post on the internet. Regards, name, which obviously I'm not going to post on the internet. Let's just call her Karen, because that's the popular name right now, isn't it? Job title, advisor, and then the company. So I thought, hey, this seems interesting. An advisor role. I wonder what that could possibly be. That doesn't sound like too fishy. And also, it's flexible hours. I can work from home. Sounds pretty good, right? So what I did was I gave the number a call and I got through to Karen. And I said to Karen that I'd seen the email and she said, that's great. I'm just going into a meeting right now. Can I call you back around 3? I said, yeah, that's perfect. No problem. She also informed me that I would need to have a computer in front of me while this presentation went on or while this phone call happened. So 3 o'clock finally came and I had to turn off the latest F2 freestyle video. Well, my phone rang. And who was it? Well, obviously it was Karen. That's not really a mystery, is it? So anyway, picked up the phone and Karen was on the other end and she was happy and cheerful and charming. One thing I picked up about Karen straight away was she knew the guidebook to be charming towards people and things to say and what to do, but she wasn't exactly the best at using it. So she would use things that normal people who actually have charisma and are able to connect with people say and do, but hers was just very wooden. Obviously, she picked up on my accent, which a lot of people tend to do. And honestly, I'm getting pretty sick of it, guys. I'm getting fucking sick of it at this stage. She gave me that usual malarkey of, oh, you have a lovely accent. And I said, yeah, thanks very much, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my friend's daughter is married to a guy from Ireland. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that information? That's great. I'm delighted for her. So anyway, Karen then says, I have an interesting opportunity for you. If you would just go to this website where we can see this opportunity, and immediately when she says that, I'm like, okay. First of all, I didn't apply to this job. Also, the name of the actual company that I'm being hired for is not on the original email that she sent me. It was like a subsidiary of that company that she runs. So I wasn't actually able to Google this company ahead of time and find anything out so that I could just straight up tell her no. So anyway, she tells me to go to this website and it comes up with this very nice presentation slide. So as you can see here, this is for I'm not afraid of saying who the company is. People have called these guys out for a long time I did some research on it after she showed me the presentation, and yeah, so like I'm not going to be the first. I'm not a whistleblower, basically. I'm not putting anything on the line by saying this, or this isn't like a big fucking expose. I'm not, you know, this isn't news, basically. But the first slide of the presentation is Utility Warehouse, the award-winning home services provider. And I'm like, okay, well, if this isn't like a pyramid scheme thing, let's go into this with an open mind. Remember, uh, at the very worst, I'm cold calling people asking them, do you want to switch your energy provider? And I'm probably going to get told no by a bunch of people, but hey, doesn't really matter. I'll get a base pay and I'm sure I'll make some sales along the way, right? So there's a couple of boring slides about like the history of the company and how they started off as like this thing in the back of a pub in 1996, and they're now, they've got this big tower with over 650,000 employees, or partners as they like to call them. Then we get to this slide, which was like, this set off some more alarm bells. The refer a friend term. Now that's usually something that's like, if you're a customer of something, you refer a friend, you get some money off a bill, or, something like that. Fair enough. But when you're asking someone to join your company as an employee, or, you're self-employed, basically, which means they don't have to give you any rights and they can say, yeah, we employ this person, and they're completely hands off. So one of the main things that Karen talked about was that they don't spend any money on advertising because they use that money to pass on the savings to their customers. Not anything to do with the fact that if they advertised more, then more people would be aware of how much of a scam and an absolute tin pot operation this is. And it also says, see the benefits. Consider who you know who could benefit. Karen then told me that her first customer was her mom. So, yep, that's the kind of moral compass that we're dealing with here. That Karen's first customer, the first person that she signed up into this, that she made money off of and leached money off of, was her mother back in 2008. And she's been doing this for 12 years and she's very happy about it. And she likes to tell people that because some people think that this might be too good to be true. Well, guess what? It's probably because it is. If something seems too good to be true, the likelihood is that it's far too good to be true. And then when you do refer a friend, you either receive £50 off your bill or an extra income. Why is it important, that you get money off your bill? Well, probably because the majority of the customers of this company actually are invested in this company directly and are paid by this company. So basically, if you work for them, you are a customer of them as well. And then we get this lovely video of Joanna Lumley. We love Joanna Lumley, don't we? She's lovely and posh and nice, and she's a trusting face. I'm not going to actually play the video because it's just boring. It's Joanna Lumley driving around talking about like, here's the benefits if you become a customer of Utility Warehouse. You get all your bills together in one place, and they are, carbon neutral and stuff like that, and they plant a tree. And Karen was very positive about the whole planting a tree for every customer that they sign up. She absolutely loved that idea, and she made sure that I knew that she loved that idea, so that I knew that she was a good person and she would not sign me up to any bullshit or anything like that. They also offer a cashback card where basically it works like a debit card. You top it up, you put your money on it, and you get 1% cash back on everything you buy, or 7% on their specific partner retailers. And then you can have a gourmet card, which every time you go out to eat, you can use this card and make savings, and that's on average what you save a year. Sounds pretty cool, right? Objectively, that sounds like a good idea. But when we look at the title, The Savings Add Up, that's when you see the word, who do you know who could benefit from savings like these? So once again, it's kind of nailing the idea of, well, you could get your friends in on this and your friends would be very thankful. Your friends would love you for doing this. I mean, come on, it's a no-brainer. I mean, my first customer was my mom. So, you ain't got nothing to lose. And they're your friends. Your friends aren't going to get annoyed if you're constantly hammering them about switching their energy providers. over and over and over and over again until gradually your relationship sours and you no longer have any friends, and then all that's left is the warm bosom of Utility Warehouse. So alone. So alone. But all I know is all I need is Utility Warehouse. I don't need any friends anymore. They then have this very nice bar chart, and I will give them this. I do like a bar chart, me, saying that Utility Warehouse is the top rated company for customer satisfaction. Look at that, 73%, and the next closest is SSE with only 58% of their customers being satisfied. Get out of here, SSE. What are you doing? What are you spitting in your customers' faces, you pieces of shit? Anyway, the reason that Utility Warehouse have such a high customer satisfaction is because, like I mentioned before, the majority of people that work for Utility Warehouse are also customers of Utility Warehouse. So obviously they're going to say that it's great. That's a bullshit statistic. We then get this slide, which says earn money by introducing people to UW. Once again, who do you know that could benefit from extra income? We all know somebody, especially in these trying times. We wouldn't try and scam you for your money in these trying times. We're trying to help you. Of course we're trying to help you. So, all you have to do is these easy 3 steps. Come on, don't be an idiot. Step 1. You recommend the benefits of Utility Warehouse with people you know. And like I said before, all you got to do is just hound everybody you know on Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And just tell them that they should switch over because you're getting money from it. You know, don't you want me to eat, friend? If you don't want me to eat, then why don't you just say that? Why don't you just spit in my face, God damn it? Why don't you just act like SSE and spit in my face like a cheap, dirty whore? Step 2. People join. Some join as partners and or customers. So there you go. It's telling you once again, you can join as a partner or you can join as a customer. But let's be real, if you're joining as a partner, you're joining as a customer too. Because, I mean, why wouldn't you want to get your energy from these people? You work for them, you know how legitimate of a company they are, and they wouldn't try and screw you over with excessively large utility bills that you then take them to court over, right? Right? Step 3. You get paid every time customers use our service. So every single time you sign someone up, you get paid. And then when they sign someone up, they get paid. And when they sign someone up, you get paid and they get paid. It's like you start here and then you sign up 2 people and then they sign up some people and then the base widens like a triangle.
Phil has recruited me and another guy. Now we are getting 3 people each. The more people that get involved, the more people who are investing, the more money we're all going to make. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not even a scheme per se.
And to top it all off, we get this last slide that says we're growing fast and looking for new people. But hey, hang on, what's this right at the bottom of the screen? Covered up by that arrow almost. That's interesting. Why would they cover that up? Surely that's important information. Join us as a partner for a small registration fee. I mean, let's not talk about that. Obviously that's totally legitimate. I mean, come on, you guys, you know, every time you've worked in a job, as soon as you get accepted in the interview and they say, yeah, you've got the job, you've obviously had to pay to start working at that job. I mean, come on, guys, that's how it works, right? So as soon as I got off the phone with Karen, I rang my girlfriend to say, hey, someone just tried to recruit me for a pyramid scheme and she's going to call me back on Monday. So we should film it.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Good. Good. You obviously had a look at all the info I sent you.
I did, yeah.
Yeah? And what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I went away from our conversation on Friday and I thought, you know, this seems sort of too good to be true, you know, all this possibility of money that I could be making and, you know, being my own boss and scheduling my own work and whatever. And then,
Most people think that.
yeah, I can't imagine why. I just had one question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm thick?
Do I think you're...
Do you think I'm thick? Stupid? Well, just after the presentation that you showed me, I just did a little bit of research into the company,
Right?
and there was two articles from the Guardian in 2017 and 2019 about how the majority of people that work for this wonderful company generally make on average £12 a month.
Right?
And I just found it a bit strange that I would have to pay £100 to start working in this company. It all sounds a bit pyramid schemey to me.
Somebody wrote that in an article.
Yes.
And, you know, some people look at this, and I'm very honest, and I've told you exactly what you need to do to earn some money. So, and that is true. We're a FTSE 250 company. If I was making things up, I would be written off and I wouldn't have a business for a start. But some people think that they can sign up for something and do nothing and they will get paid.
But it's not exactly about that. It's the whole pay £100 to sign up and most likely not see any of that money back. Now, I understand that this is not, your company. You're not the head of it, and I'm not saying you're solely to blame for this. However, I do think it is a bit shady that obviously you've seen my CV to recruit me, knowing that I'll be paying £100 into this and you'll be getting a little bit of that yourself. You don't get anything at all for signing someone else up.
Absolutely nothing at all. Yeah, and you talked about a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Pyramid scheme is totally illegal.
I know. I realise they're illegal in the UK. That's why they use the fancy term of multi-level marketing for it.
Yeah, we are a multi-level marketing company.
But that to me just sounds like pyramid scheme with a fancy coat on.
Well, Avon, Clean Easy, Herbalife, they are all the same.
Yeah, so they're all also pyramid schemes. Yeah.
Multi-level marketing.
Pyramid. You could just call it a pyramid. You'll have to beat around the bush with me.
It's not for you. I'm really looking for people that want an opportunity.
You're really looking for people that can get scammed out of their money, really, isn't it? People who are at this moment in time, where people are really struggling for money, and leeches like the people that work for this company are preying on that. That's what it seems. That's what it seems like to me.
So, sorry if you feel like that. I've worked for it for 11 years. It's been the best thing that I ever did. I'm passionate about it. I have 2 company cars. I am nothing special. That
is obviously the exception to every rule. There's always going to be 1 or 2 success stories from these things. I just think it's a total waste of time.
I'm sorry it's not for you.
I don't think it should be for anybody, to be honest. And I think it's an absolute disgrace that this is allowed to be happening in this country.
Well, it's a FTSE 250 company, so people...
Right, but you can keep saying that, but at the end of the day, it's still just people siphoning money in and getting nothing returned.
Well, that's not true. Sorry, I couldn't care what you say. That is not true. I've got a team, and the people that are working earn some money. So that is categorically not true. If you don't work, you don't get any money, and there is nothing, that is the same wherever you do. If you don't work, you don't get any money. If you work in this business, follow a system, you earn and get paid. If it's not for you, that's absolutely fine. That I'm offering people an opportunity and I feel passionate about it.
That's fair enough then. But my answer is a categorical.
I wish well in the future.
Thank you. I can't say I said the same for you. Oh, she's gone. So that was that then. Yeah, we took on that Karen. We took her down. We took her down a peg or two. We wasted 5 minutes of her entire day, and she probably just went and took that anger out on somebody else and scammed them out of money instead. So like I said earlier, this isn't meant to be like an expose video where I'm calling out Utility Warehouse, because as you can see, if you do any bit of research online, you can see that people have been calling these guys out for years and years and nothing has changed. They're just going to keep signing up people who don't do any research and keep siphoning money off those people. But if you did enjoy today's video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. Give me that little like button. Just tap it away. And also, like, if you like what I do here, you want to see more videos like this, see that number there? We're trying to increase that. We're trying to beat Rory's Stories. He's got 90,000+ subscribers, so we're trying to beat that. So please, if you did enjoy this, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out massively. Good luck. Good night. Stay safe. I'll talk to you later. Wear a mask when you go outside, please, because numbers are going back up, and I don't want another lockdown, even though we're inevitably heading that way. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. 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 Remoraid, 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 Remoraid. You get it because it's a Pokemon instead of saying Renegade.